With version 3.0 entering its second half, and only a few banner weeks left before everything shifts, the future of Wuthering Waves is starting to look absolutely insane. If you've been keeping even half an eye on the leak space lately, you already know what's coming next is on a whole different level. From version 3.1 all the way through 3.5, the banner roadmap is shaping up to be one of the most stacked stretches we've ever seen. Save up to 30% on the current banners at LD Shop, and if you're a new user, you'll also get an extra 15% discount coupon, stacking your total savings up to 37%. Honestly, that's huge. And if you top up over $80, you'll get a free 30-day Lunite subscription, which is perfect timing, because I'll be using LD Shop for all our upcoming Lunite giveaways too. Your Asterite usually arrives within just a few minutes, so it's fast, reliable, and super convenient. To top up, just enter your Kuro-linked email, username, and password, and yes, it's safe. They've got excellent ratings on Trustpilot. If your account was made using Gmail or Facebook, just follow the directions on their site to link your email properly. It's super easy. So, use the link in the description or pinned comment to grab an extra 5% off and save big on every top-up. Just a quick reminder before we dive in, everything you're about to hear is still not fully confirmed, so take it with the usual grain of salt. That said, even as leaks, these characters are wild enough to completely change how you plan your pulls. With version 3.0 already ticking down, now's the perfect time to look ahead and break down what might be waiting for us in the patches to come. Starting with version 3.1, Phase 1 comes out swinging with Amith, a 5-star fusion character who looks built for fast, aggressive playstyles. She's shaping up to be either a main DPS or a high-impact sub-DPS, relying heavily on mobility and combo flow rather than standing still and dumping damage. Her fusion-based attacks chain smoothly between aerial dives and heavy ground slams, letting her shred through shields while stacking fusion resistance reduction for the entire team. That makes her especially strong in quick-swap setups, where you want explosive damage without locking one character on field for too long. Sharing that banner is Galbrina, another 5-star fusion unit, but with a completely different personality. She's a dual pistol duelist who thrives on stacking mechanics. Her gameplay revolves around building Sin Flame and Afterflame through rapid-fire attacks, and once those stacks are fully charged, she transforms into a full demon-like state. In that form, she unleashes massive AoE damage, gains huge speed and crit boosts, and applies lingering damage over time effects that punish anything that survives the initial burst. She's very much a high-risk, high-reward character. Mismanage her stacks and you lose momentum, but play her right, and she becomes one of the most explosive fusion DPS options in the game. Rounding out Phase 1 is Yuan, a 5-star sword and archer hybrid who fills a powerful sub-DPS and support role. His fast attack strings and precision skill shots are designed to constantly trigger echoes, flooding the field with multi-hit procs. On top of that, he provides strong team-wide crit damage buffs, making him an incredible enabler for fusion-focused teams that want to push their damage ceiling as high as possible. Then we move into Phase 2 of 3.1, where Luke takes the spotlight. He's a 5-star Spectro hybrid who blends damage and sustain in a really modern way. On field, he dishes out Spectro-infused gauntlet attacks that pressure enemies non-stop. Off-field, he flips into a support role, providing healing pulses and defensive shields that keep the team alive during longer, more punishing encounters. His resonance skills heal while dealing damage and apply Spectro erosion, letting him function as both a shredder and a safety net at the same time. Alongside him is Shorekeeper, returning as one of the strongest Spectro supports in the game. She blankets the team with constant healing, boosts overall damage output, and her liberation grants long-lasting crit rate and crit damage buffs that completely change how teams perform. She also brings strong off-field application, instant knockdown recovery, and even an auto-revive passive for clutch situations. If you're building around Spectro or fast-paced hybrid comps, she's still an absolute monster. There's also talk of a free school uniform skin for Rover during this patch, along with a new Fusion Rover variant, which is a nice bonus on top of an already stacked update. Version 3.2 keeps the pace absolutely blistering, with Phase 1 unleashing Sigrika, a fiery 5-star Electro Gauntlet brawler straight out of Stardorch Academy's preparatory program and the Birding Fan Club. She's introduced as a rune-whispering prodigy bursting with infectious energy, playfully teasing lines like, "Want to understand the meaning of runes?" in her trailers while rocking a design that balances cute confidence with real battlefield menace. Don't let the playful vibe fool you though. Once combat starts, she's all pressure. all the time. Her kit is built like a relentless momentum engine. Sigrika thrives on charged heavy punches that crackle with escalating electro buildup, flowing seamlessly into echo-triggered bursts that unleash resonance-shattering ultras. In practice, it feels like a constant storm of rapid fist flurries that ramp stacks faster and faster, opening devastating hyperburst windows where chain lightning rips through bosses and mobs alike. What really sets her apart is how hard she refuses to disengage. Heavy attacks heal her, while stacking attack and movement speed buffs keep her glued to the front line, dodging and weaving through danger like an unkillable thunder god rather than resetting rotations from a distance. She's clearly positioned as a top-tier electro hypercarry, especially for quick bloom or overload teams that thrive on non-stop aggression. Her performance leans heavily into Echo synergy, with sets like Void Thunder pushing her damage ceiling even higher, and early leaks suggest her signature weapon heavily boosts heavy attack crit potential. If that holds true, she could easily outpace current melee carries in sustained pressure, rewarding players who love fast, hands-on combat with zero downtime. Phase 2 makes the patch even more tempting with a highly anticipated rerun of Yinlin, the premier Electro sub-DPS whose puppet strings bring devastating off-field discharges, energy regeneration, and powerful mark amplification. Pairing her with Sigrika turns already explosive rotations into absolute chaos, supercharging Electro uptime, enabling smoother hyperbloom setups, and giving longtime players a long-awaited chance to grab those elusive constellations. Things get more mysterious in version 3.3. Phase 1 introduces Lucilla, a 5-star Glacio main DPS, who uses a rectifier to control the battlefield with elegant, flowing attacks. She excels at spreading chill effects across enemies, slowing them down and setting them up for devastating detonations. Her liberation scales off enemy debuffs, meaning the more control you apply beforehand, the harder she hits. She's especially dangerous against fast or mobile bosses, locking them down while steadily ramping damage. Phase 2 of 3.3 is where speculation really takes off, with a new 5-star fusion female character from Ashinohara. Since that region is closely tied to Chisa, a lot of people are expecting Homeland-inspired mechanics, possibly Ash-based damage over time effects, spirit-themed summons, or fusion abilities that interact with terrain or lingering fields. Even without solid details, the hype around her design and potential role is already massive. Then version 3.4 goes full throttle with a cyberpunk crossover that completely changes the vibe. Phase 1 features Lucy, a 5-star Spectro hybrid DPS wielding gauntlets and pure chaos. Her combat style blends fast melee combos with Spectro corrosion effects, letting her shred enemies while weaving between main DPS bursts and sub-DPS utility. She can enter short self-burst modes for huge damage spikes, making her flexible enough to fit multiple team styles while still feeling like a true hyper carry when needed. Phase 2 brings Rebecca, a 5-star Havoc support who looks absolutely ridiculous in the best way. She provides Havoc damage amplification, massive team-wide attack buffs, and deploys explosive monkey bomb echoes that clear waves of enemies while boosting crit and penetration for the squad. She's the kind of pocket support that turns already strong teams into complete monsters, especially for Havoc-centric or hybrid setups. Finally, version 3.5 caps everything off with 2 big unknowns. Phase 1 is rumored to introduce a 5-star female Havoc DPS, potentially focused on fast blade combat and chain-based Havoc damage that spreads through echoes. If that's true, she could completely redefine Havoc as an offensive element rather than just a support tool. Phase 2 follows up with a 5-star female Glacio support, rumored to provide crit value buffs, Glacio resistance shred, and large-scale freeze fields that enable shatter compositions like never before. If even part of that is accurate, she has serious meta-warping potential. So yeah, when you lay it all out like this, the choices are brutal. Whether you're eyeing fusion monsters like Emeth and Galbrina, sustain kings like Luke and Shorekeeper, raw carries like Sigrika and Lucilla, or waiting for the cyberpunk chaos and 3.5 wildcards, the next few patches are loaded with synergy and experimentation. Wuthering Waves keeps evolving, and this roadmap could completely reshape how teams are built. So let me know who you're saving for. Good luck with your pulls, and I'll see you in the next video.